Hello and welcome to this episode of Neighbors Cooking, and it is our Pride show. I am so excited, so exhausted, so prepared, so happy. So here in Palm Springs, unlike so many other cities across our country, when you have Pride in June and July, or mostly in June, we have Pride here in November, because in June it's 120 degrees outside and there's nobody wanting to be out on the sidewalk. But we do have a small event in June called the Big Gay Barbecue, but it's really a very small event. This year, we open up tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Arenas. We have so much entertainment going on Arenas, at our Oscars bar, on Tockwitz, and then if you haven't seen it yet, you got to get downtown tonight and have a look. We have a 100-foot Ferris wheel sitting at the end of at the Hyatt on Palm Canyon, which is going to be a lot of fun. We have some free rides happening on it during our picnic on Saturday from 4 to 8 or 7 or 8. And then the rest of the time it's $10, but all that money goes to raise and help us pay for Pride next year. I know there's always been a lot of conversation about what's going on this year, but the money we raise from this Pride pays for next year. And next year is our 40th anniversary. 40 years of celebrating Pride in this beautiful community we call home of Palm Springs. We don't do it all alone. We do it with 300 to 400 volunteers. So let me just say in advance to all of you that are volunteering this year, thank you, thank you, thank you. Pride doesn't happen without our community and without our volunteers. I also do a big thank you to all of our community partners that are helping us feed our volunteers this year. We have Chorisco Brazilian Steakhouse. We've got Food Grocery Outlet. We've got 7-Eleven. We've got Starbucks. We've got Jimmy John's. Anyone else, Joe? I'm not forgetting anyone. I think that's everybody.
Vons.
Oh, Vons. And we are going to have some great food, some great drinks, beverages, not drinks. And then we have all of our bars that we open up the first 2 bars on Thursday night on Arenas. On Friday, we open up our bars on Tockwitz and down at the Hyatt, where our favorite person in town, Jacqueline James, is going to be managing that bar and making it the #1 bar. I'm just giving her a little bit of push. Go see Jacqueline and her team. And we've got a lot of people coming back into Pride, some coming from out of town, and I am super excited about my guest tonight, who has also been a friend for a few years. She is the executive director of Greenwood, Indiana Pride. Greenville is just different. Greenwood, Greenville. Anyways, Greenwood, Indiana Pride, and she is the executive director. We met a couple of years ago, and I'm going to invite her onto the show, and we are doing her recipe. I don't normally let other people give me a recipe to do, but we are doing her Big Daddy chili. So welcome to the show tonight, Suzanne Fortenberry from Greenwood, Indiana Pride. Yay! Look out, Benny. Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out.
I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Oh, well, that's nice. See, people love us. Anyways, you're with Greenwood, Indiana Pride, which is a small pride, right?
Yes, we have 17,000 people. It's a family-friendly celebration. We have a great time leading up to Indy Pride. Yeah.
There you go. So you are the kickoff to Indy Pride, kind of.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go out to Greenwood and help them with their Pride next year, I hope. If we can get out there, you're going to have to put me up.
We can do that.
You can do that, or you can find me a bed. All right. And so Suzanne's going to be working at our Hyatt bar.
Yes.
And also in our parade.
Yes.
Helping get the floats and everybody moving. And in our volunteer village.
As many things as I can do.
So we're going to keep her busy. She said she wanted some time for some friends, but they just have to come to Pride. They can come visit you.
Yes.
There you are. So we are making your award-winning chili. So tell us a little bit about the chili.
Well, it's just kind of a throw-together thing. We do at my work every year a big chili cook-off. So right around Christmas time, I work for FedEx, so I'm a Santa Claus at that time, and I was exhausted and threw together this recipe and won. So why change something if it keeps winning?
If it keeps winning.
Yeah.
So this is what you call your Big Daddy chili, right?
Big Daddy
so this was your
chili.
dad's chili.
Yes.
So is your dad still with us?
Dad is still with us in
All right.
Tallulah, Louisiana.
Hello,
Yeah.
Dad. In where?
Tallulah.
Tallulah in
Louisiana.
Tallulah, Louisiana. I'm sure you get the internet there.
Barely.
Barely. 2 bars.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you for allowing her to share the recipe with us tonight. And thank you for coming. I'm so excited. I've been
am
looking
too.
all week to getting you here. So I'm going to go over the ingredients. I'm going to have you get these two pans kind of going and getting them warm.
Absolutely.
And then we'll start cooking. So let's look at the ingredients that go out. There's another thing I want to share. You sent me a gift.
Oh, there. I don't know how to turn this thing on.
There you go. And there you go.
Perfect.
So I wanted to do something that Suzanne would appreciate, that's something from her neck of the woods, and she sent me a picture right back. I said, do you know a chili recipe? And she sent me a picture literally from her stove of chili she had on the stove. So it's destiny.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So we are going to make her chili, and she sent me this gift basket, which was so beautiful, of all of these seasonings and spices that come from a lady named Mandy Hayes at In Season Indie.
Yeah, in-seasoned rubs and such.
In-season rubs and such in St. Paul, Indiana. You can look her up on the internet. I already did. She's got a website. You can order all these spices from her. And we're going to use the chili spice tonight. But so many. She also sent me some popcorn and some caramel, salted caramel.
That's the bomb there.
So we're going to make that later. That'll be we'll go out and sit by the fire outside, and we will have some caramel popcorn. So let's go over the ingredients. We've got a pound of ground beef. We're using 90-10. You could use 80-20. If you use 80-20, you're probably going to end up having to drain off some of that fat. We've got about 1.5 pounds of spicy, this is our ground chuck, our chuck roast. So Suzanne just so nicely cut it up into tiny little bite-sized pieces. So we've got 1 pound of chuck roast. We've got 1 pound of spicy sausage. If you don't like spicy, you could certainly use something not so spicy. We've got 2 large cans of kidney beans. We've taken some of the juice off and we've reserved it over there. And we've got some fire roasted tomatoes, about 4 cans. We're going to cut up an onion. We've got some salt, some peppers, some garlic, and some of the chili seasoning. Smells so good. And we're going to cut up a couple poblano peppers and red peppers. So we're going to start off with the meat. There's some olive oil there if you want to get some olive oil in. And over the top of this meat, I'm just going to put a little bit of pepper and salt just to get the seasonings going and get it in there. So we're going to put the meat, and you can turn this down.
Yeah,
it's a little high.
You got it.
There we go.
Yep, thank you.
Ooh, just got a whiff of something. And I'm going to start off with the sausage in this pan, and I'm going to let you work both the meats. While she is doing that, a little bit of salt. And if that's too high, you can turn it down.
It'll cool off.
There we go. Let's just not smoke the kitchen up too much. We're going to start off with our onion that's going to go into the meat. Well, it's going to go into a pan. We're going to brown them after we get this meat brown. So we're going to start by just slicing up the onion in small, I like my mandolin. If you want to use your knife skills, you can. My index finger is still recovering from my last accident and stitches, so we're going to be the safe way and get, there we go. So we've got our onions. We're also going to cut up a couple of peppers. I've shown you before how to cut peppers up. I just cut at the top a little bit around, and I try to pull out the entire seed. And when I cut it, I like to cut out this little fibrous rib in the middle. Just take your edge of your blade and just come along. There we go. And in red peppers, green peppers, there's really not too much worry about the seeds, but try to get most of the seeds out. And with the poblano pepper, this has a little bit more of the heat. I think Suzanne said, don't worry about the seeds. She had a term for it though.
My grandmother always said, whoever gets the most silk gets the most silk.
There you go. So have you always lived back in Indiana?
No, I grew up in small town Louisiana.
What's the name of it?
Tallulah. Think
Tallulah, like Tallulah Banks.
Bankhead. Yeah,
Wasn't it Tallulah Bank?
Bankhead.
Oh, it's Tallulah Bankhead. All right.
Right on the Mississippi River.
Yeah, I had a friend that was from Louisiana. It was in Cajun territory. And the first time he invited me to meet his family, literally we were on the river and they were sucking crawdad heads. And I'm like, that just sounds really gross. And it was. But I tried to participate in it. All right, should we put this meat in with this?
Sure.
We're going to put the ground beef in with the cubed steak that we put in, and you could use whatever. You could use, if you want to be really bougie, you could use ribeye if you really wanted to go crazy with it. We're just using a chuck, a steak, sirloin, a steak, yep. So as far as the peppers go, cut them up into small pieces. We're not trying to
Benny got some of the meat earlier, and I think he wants another sample.
I think he does, but he's not getting any. This has become our play game every single week on the show. I used to try to keep him out, but then he just howled and moaned on the other side, so.
That precious angel.
He is a precious angel.
All right, I'm gonna throw the sausage in here, and then we'll brown the vegetables. You good with
We'll
that?
do the onion first, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You can just tip it. I want some of the grease for the onions,
You
yep.
gotta save that fat.
Gotta
Come on.
save that fat. Only time you'll hear me say that on the show, probably.
Again, Louisiana.
Again, right?
All right, you're good.
So we're going to put in our onions and start to caramelize those.
You're good.
All right, we got that going. So how did you first get involved with Greenwood Pride?
Oh, my friend John Michael Jones started this right before the pandemic.
Hey, John.
Hey,
Don't
John.
be jealous. I got your girl here.
He's fantastic. He is the heart of Greenwood Pride.
Yeah, he is an amazing person.
This was his vision, and we worked together to bring it to the community. He grew up in Greenwood, and we're trying to make it everything we wish we had growing up.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and we get so many people come to us and stop us in the grocery store, stop us when we go fill up our tank saying, "Are you John Michael Jones? Are you Suzanne?"
Aww.
And we cry like a little baby, but it's worth it. This is why we do it.
What's so amazing is, so we met, we were talking earlier, we met through an organization called USA Prides, and the purpose behind USA Prides is to bring together small and medium-sized pride organizations mostly. There are certainly some larger ones like Atlanta Pride, and I suppose Palm Springs Pride would be considered among some larger prides.
Yes.
But the purpose is to bring small, medium, and large all together where we can collaborate and share best practices, things we've learned, things to avoid, and we share our resources. So with the smaller prides, we'll share our resources. You were just sharing that you share your tents and your netting and your fencing and
our knowledge.
And
Everything
your knowledge,
that
right.
went wrong with us, we will fully tell them.
right.
Because it's
Don't
like,
do this.
don't forget, X, Y, and Z.
I mean, I was sharing that earlier that, I've been the director of volunteers for Palm Springs Pride for 9 years. And this is the first year I've really felt like, oh my God, it's like, I'm not like panicking the night before and going, ah. But I also have an amazing team of people that are helping me. Otherwise, I would be panicking for tomorrow. But, we manage about 300 to 400 volunteers every single year. We have to feed all of those volunteers, so we have an entire food services catering department, which Joe, you've all met, who's standing behind the cameras. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
He has been working feverishly to make sure that all of our volunteers are well fed And they are going to be absolutely well fed this year, as they are in most years, but each year it gets better and better. We're certainly looking forward to Turisco Brazilian Steakhouse on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
They're not bringing any gauchos, sorry. I tried, they said no. They thought it was a little unreasonable. I was like, okay, well, we'll just go with what you're bringing then. Steaks and chicken and salads. We got Jimmy John's bringing sandwiches for the whole weekend. We got Vaughn's for chicken on Sunday. Starbucks gives us juices and coffees and teas and pastries all weekend long, every morning, so everyone can get their coffee fix. It's really an amazing experience. And, you know, this year was tougher. We had to really work harder with less money to make sure that we were feeding everyone, and we are doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Make it happen.
So thank you to all of our community partners for stepping up, and to all of our volunteers for stepping in and stepping forward. It's, you know, I don't have time to micromanage everybody. I hope everybody just has a great time. You all have amazing managers, directors, and coordinators that are helping with you. But I will be around, and I will be checking in, and I'll make sure that everybody is being well taken care of. And I'm always somebody you can reach out to if you've got a challenge, all right? Because I might have the answer.
All right.
Or at least I'll pretend I have it.
Yeah. You want to do the first season dump in here?
So what's first seasons?
Well, we'll just put all the
chili sauce?
Yep. Put the seasoning.
Chili seasoning. Up a little bit more. There we go. Got salt and pepper.
Yep.
There we go. I'll put a little salt in these
Perfect.
onions. There we go. So chili is a very, you know, chili is a very, for a lot of people, it's a very personal thing. I don't make chili very often, but we're going on with our one pot wonders so far this season. This is our third week of doing. The reason we're using two, it could have been one, but we're making up because I've got a whole audience of people here, all watching me on their cell phones instead of watching.
That's great.
They're all like, "Ooh, look!"
We're 4 feet from you guys.
We're 4 feet away.
Oh, that's great.
It's all right. It's the way people are. Even on a live show, they're watching on their cell phones.
All right.
All right. So, do we want to put the peppers in with the onions a little bit, or do you
yeah.
just put them in raw?
No, we'll throw the peppers in here.
All right. So we got all these great colors. Look how beautiful these onions caramelized. There we go. So we've got our peppers, our onions, our garlic, a little bit of salt, some olive oil, and we're just going to saute those all together.
Just get them a little bit soft. We can probably dump the tomatoes and everything
All
in
right.
here.
So we've got our kidney beans. So we'll put those in. All of them?
I mean, why not?
All right. Waste not, want not. We might have a very full pot in a minute.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Then we've got about 4 cans of roasted tomatoes with the juice. You may have to add a little water, you think?
Yeah, well, we've got the kidney bean juice, so.
Got the kidney bean juice. I'll give you a little bit of water. There you go.
I'm gonna pour some of this in.
All right.
So maybe 1/4 cup.
Whatever you like.
That'll work.
Whew,
Look at the teamwork there.
look at that. All right, and in it goes.
Close enough.
So when we serve this, we are going to serve it with some sour cream and some cheese. You could use American cheese, you could use white cheese. I am using a honey sriracha Gouda.
Show off.
Well, you know, I got to have a little bit of imagination here. I'm not a big cheddar cheese fan, so but yellow looks better on camera, so that's what we're going
It's
with.
cheese. It'll be good.
Well, I actually was allergic to yellow cheese from the dye that they put in it. Serious.
Of course you
And not
are.
all cheese is yellow, okay? It's not naturally yellow. Cheese is naturally white. Yellow cheese came because in Ireland, the cows were grass-fed, and so it got an orange tinge to it. And then when people started to move here or, come here to live back in the 1900s, early 1900s, cheese didn't have the yellow appearance here, so they added yellow dye to get people from Europe to think it was the same as Irish cheese.
Kind of like they did with the butter tabs.
Like
They put
butter,
them
yeah, just like that. So, and if you can grate your own cheese, I know it's a little bit more expensive to buy it by the block, but it is so much tastier. I'll just put it on the counter. Where's my cutting board? Oh, there we go. I knew I had another cutting board here somewhere. And we're just going to use our handy dandy little cheese grater here. I keep it in the fridge because they're all soft cheeses, and with the lights and the heat, if it's out here too long, it's going to be too soft to grate. So how many people do you have that come to your Pride, Suzanne?
Last year we had the record number of 17,000.
Oh my goodness, that's a good number.
Yeah, we were hoping for 15.
I mean, that's like the whole residency of your city.
Not quite.
Almost, though, right? Well, how many people live there?
I think 35. I think
Okay, half,
Greenwood.
50%.
Yeah.
That's still a good
We
number.
get a lot of people from Indy, a lot of surrounding areas. So we're the first Saturday in June, so everybody's excited. And it's a lot of people from the community because we had free bounce houses, face painting, hair glitter, all the things. And it's a lot of the people who can't afford to pay for all this stuff
Right.
can do it for free at our festival.
And ours is free too. We bring in 200,000 people.
Yeah, that's all right.
And our economic impact's about $35 million to the community.
That's fantastic.
So it's crazy to see how many people come here for this.
I
All
flew in
right.
for it.
You came in for it, you did. All right, and we're gonna cut up a few green onions. It's gonna go on our tops. I do happen to have a bag of Fritos here. I probably won't put it on the sample, but my guests, if they want to put Fritos on top of their chili, they are welcome to. And then I did the unusual task of cooking cornbread today. I'm not a baker usually. And I got to tell you my cornbread story.
Okay.
So when I lived in Atlanta, I was making chili, and my friends were like, well, make some cornbread. I'm like, I don't know how to make cornbread. And so
Cornbread.
So I went to the grocery store and I bought a cornbread mix, in the box.
Blasphemy.
That's what the woman in the store said to me. There was this 98-year-old woman in the store, in the aisle where I was looking for my cornbread. I took the box off and she was like, darling, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, ma'am, I'm making some cornbread. She said, that is not how you make cornbread. She goes, where do you live? And I said, just around the corner. She goes, I'm coming home with you. And she came home with me.
Yes.
We bought the ingredients. She came home with me. And all my gay friends were like, only you can come home with a little black woman to make cornbread. But she was just this amazing woman. And her family had worked for a family in Atlanta for generations. So her great-grandmother worked for this family, and her mother and her, and she retired and still lived in the house that the family that she worked in.
Fantastic.
But it was such a lot of fun. So food brings together so many different and unique personalities and characters, and it was.
And now you know how to make real cornbread.
And now I know how to make cornbread. I even bought honey to put on top of the cornbread if anybody wants it. Should we taste?
Check out the seasonings for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is, oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good. So we're going to plate this up. So I'm going to take that from you and let everyone have a look at this. Look at that. How amazingly beautiful is that? Full of chunks, just the way, oh, jeez. Nobody's going hungry tonight. All right, let's plate this up. And I guess, Suzanne, you're going to be the one who gets to taste it, since you are the mistress of the chili here.
Where's my spoon?
In that drawer. A little bit of cheese on top. I'll use your spoon actually for some sour cream.
That works.
Dollop. There we go. And whoops, here, I want that back. And some green onions. Oh, my stuff
That'll
moved.
work.
All right. There we go. And there we have. So you're
All
going
right.
to taste it into this camera right
Taste
here.
it into this camera.
Into
as a
this camera.
Don't make a face if it's not any good. Is that what
Well,
you're
it's
saying?
your recipe if it's no good.
Fair enough. That's
See how
great.
we did in California.
Just like Big Daddy made.
Just like Big Daddy. Big Daddy from
That's some good
Tallulah,
stuff.
Louisiana.
That's it.
Thanks for the recipe. We are all going to enjoy it. There's about 6 of us here, 7 of us here tonight. And we're going to enjoy it. And thank you for coming.
I loved it.
From Greenwood. And I'm so excited about having you experience Palm Springs Pride.
I cannot wait.
So it's going to be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for all of you, have a great week. Please come visit us at Palm Springs Pride. Follow us, like us, check out our YouTube channel. We're going crazy on YouTube, and it's crazy. We're getting like 17,000 views a day. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. And we just hit 1.5 million viewers on our Facebook channels and across our Instagram channels. So hoo-hoo. I don't even know what to do. I remember when I had 1,000 followers, I was like, oh my God, I have 1,000. Now we're at 1.5 million, and it is crazy to me. But thank you all. Thank you for helping build this food community. And remember, there's always a place for you at our table. You have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.